Hello everyone. Now let's move on to question number 4. Now the question says that it is known that 20% of male giant pandas in a certain area weighs more than 121 kilograms. So I'm going to start right away. If weight is more than 1 to 1 kilogram, it is equals to 20%, which is 0.2. And then if it is more than 102, in a certain area weight more than 1 to 1, if it weighs more than 102, it is 0.719, 71.9%. Yeah. So weights of male giant pandas in this area have a normal distribution. Okay, so we're using normal distribution. Find the mean and standard deviation of the weights of male giant pandas in this area. Okay, so part 1, we'll be using the first weight, which is more than 1 to 1. So what we're going to do here is that I'm going to change this into 1 minus probability of x less than equals to 1 to 1 equals to 0.2. Okay, so then we'll have probability of x less than equals to 1 to 1. Oh, yeah, sorry. So equals to 0.8. Then let's say probability of, want to find the 1 to 1 minus mean over standard deviation equals to 0.8. Now we can't find anything here because we don't have mean, we don't have standard deviation, but we can move this symbol to the side. Okay, so it becomes, let's say, inverse. Yeah. Now what we're going to do here instead is we're going to look at the probability. We're going to look at the z table, but instead of looking at the z values, we're looking at the probabilities inside of the z table. And now when I looked at the z table, the closest to this is the z value. Closest to this would be equals to 0.842. Yeah. So let's simplify this. We have equals to cross multiply 842 standard deviation. Let's call this equation number 1. Okay, so moving on to part 2. So part 2, we're using the other equation, p x more than 102 equals to 0.719. I'm going to do the same thing. 1 minus probability of x less than equals to 102, 0.719. Then probability of x less than equals to 102 is equals to 0.281. Yeah. Then we have this 102 minus mean over standard deviation 0.281. Then we move this symbol to the other side, becomes inverse 0.281. Now it seems that we don't have a probability less than 0.5 in the z table that was given. So what we're going to do is, we know that this, since it is less than 0.5, we know that the value of the z is going to be negative. So I'm going to put negative bracket, -1. So instead of having 0.281, I'm still going to take 0.719. Yeah, because 0.281 is has the same z value of 0.719, but it's just a negative z value. Now when I looked at the probability, so our z value is going to be equals to 0.58 exactly. Okay, then let's cross multiply this. Here's negative 0.58 standard form. Okay, now let's move on to the next part. Since we've already found the two equations, we can proceed with simultaneous equation, okay, by substitution method. So using the first equation, I will make m as the subject, and that will give me 121 minus 0.842 standard deviation. Okay, then I'll substitute this into the second equation, 102 minus bracket 121 minus 0.842 standard deviation equals to 0.58 standard deviation. So let's expand this. 121 plus 0.842, 0.58. Then I want to make sure that the standard deviation is on the right side. So 842 is supposed to be negative, right? Yeah, it's supposed to be negative here. So negative 0.58R, negative 0.58. Then we have plus 0.58 equals to 102 minus, it's going to be positive 19. And this is going to be 1.422. Okay. Then we'll get the standard deviation of 9,500 over 711. Okay, I'm going to leave it as this way because I'm going to use this to find the mean. Then we'll change it to decimals once we finalize our answer. So let's substitute the standard deviation. Now I'm going to write down the final answer for my mean, that it's going to be 109.75 to 2 decimal places. Okay, so let's finalize this. My mean is going to be equals to, in 3 significant figure we have 110. My standard deviation is going to be equals to 13.4 in 3 significant. Okay,